Government scientists said today that man is to blame for a surge in earthquakes. Oklahoma has now surpassed California in seismic activity. Manuel Bajorquez is on shaky ground.
We're having an earthquake.
This is some of the shaking in Oklahoma, where since 2009 there have been 300 times more earthquakes than in previous decades.
The house was shaking violently.
Sandra Ladra showed us last month the damage she still has from the largest quake there.
Could you believe this was an earthquake happening?
It was hard to, because I had never been in anything like that.
A portion of Oklahoma is now one of 17 regions identified by the U.S. Geological Survey for human-caused earthquake activity, possibly triggered by oil and gas production. Wastewater from fracking operations is typically injected deep underground, and that could reactivate dormant faults. In Oklahoma, scientists announced this week they believe the majority of recent earthquakes in some areas were likely triggered by those types of disposal wells. And while mostly minor, the quakes are happening in areas where homes are not designed to earthquake building codes. Matthew Hornbach and Brian Stump are scientists at Southern Methodist University who studied a swarm of earthquakes near Azle, Texas. They say their research shows activities at natural gas wells have gone from a possible cause to the most likely.
You can never say with 100% certainty in science, but the pressures caused by oil and gas activity are at the right depth, the right location, and the right time to provide the most stresses to cause earthquakes.
But the scientists also point out the majority of wells are not associated with earthquakes. Scott, the oil and gas industry says it supports further research into this issue.
Manuel, thanks very much. The Hubble